Well, the big story over the next 5 days is going to be the heat and humidity. Although today will be a nice day, you can see out there this morning we got a decent morning with partly cloudy skies. We expect mainly sunny conditions today. We're going to get well into the mid 80s, but still the humidity and dew points are going to be relatively low compared to what they're going to be, and that begins to move into the area tomorrow. And if we look at the normals for the day, our normal high is 84, the normal low is 60. And if we look at the conditions across the area yesterday, Blissfield and Jasper did pick up a little bit of rain. Again, most areas though were dry and with temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Again, we'll increase those by a few degrees today. And if we look at the current conditions across the MAC and LAC areas this morning, temperatures mainly in the low to mid 60s. And if we look across the Great Lakes, temperatures in the 60s across much of the southern part of the state, 50s with even some 40s as you get into the northern parts of the lower peninsula. So good sleeping weather up there. And this will be one of the last days you'll be able to say that for quite some time to come, as we see a pretty warm pattern right over the next couple of weeks. Even after this heat wave we got coming up, we'll just back down a little bit towards normal, and then we'll warm back up again later next week. We could see some more temperatures in the 90s. If we look at the moisture conditions around the area, the percent of normal rainfall just now dipped below what would be normal at 100%. Now at 97, and with this hot weather coming up, some areas are going to see some pretty good thunderstorms. Some areas may remain dry. So again, hopefully the areas that need it the worst will get some rain here, especially across areas like Newaygo and St. Thomas and London. You can see overall the last 2.5 months now, many areas only picking up about a half to 2/3 of what we normally should get. If we look at the radar this morning, see nothing in the area right now. The nearest activity is well off into the western plains. And again, as that warm front begins to develop, move this way, we'll see a chance, I think, of thunderstorms beginning late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. And then I think just on a scattered basis, we could see a hit and miss thunderstorm at almost any given time into Saturday before a cold front begins to move to the area. And that'll bring a little bit better in a way of chances for thunderstorms as we get into Saturday night into Sunday. And then dry air will move in behind that with a little bit cooler temperatures back to near normal. As far as the weather map this morning, you can see low pressure well off to our west. That warm front now developing well off to our southwest, and that'll touch off some heavy rain across the portions of the plains and the Corn Belt. And again, it'll slowly move this way here over the next 24 hours. And if we look at the Wednesday map, that warm front getting closer with heavy rains off to the southwest of us. Again, I think the heaviest rains will remain off to our southwest. And then by Thursday, that warm front getting ever so close. But again, we're still going to be in the warm air as that high pressure will be dominating the area today and tomorrow. We'll be moving off to the east. We'll get a return flow. Warm air right out of the Gulf is going to increase. Showers and thunderstorms become a possibility across much of the Great Lakes for Wednesday night into Thursday, and actually right on through the weekend. Again, the two best chances look like it'll be with the warm front for Wednesday night, early Thursday, and then again for Saturday night into early Sunday. If we look at the precipitation forecast from the WPC over the next 72 hours with mainly that warm front, you can see we'll have some decent precipitation moving into southwest lower Michigan, heaviest off to our west. But if we look at the next 7 days, you can see much of the Great Lakes expecting some beneficial rainfall. And again, that's a combination of the warm front and the cold front that'll come through the area. Hopefully most areas will pick up at least a half an inch. You can see they're quite generous with the activity across much of the MAC area, and we'll just have to wait and see. We've seen this before, only not to materialize. But again, we do have a good chance, I think, of thunderstorms off and on right on through the weekend. Most of the time, though, it will be dry, so don't cancel any outdoor plans. Now, if we were to see full sunshine or nearly full sunshine, we could expect temperatures around about 20 degrees above normal, which would put us in the upper 90s to around 100. But again, with the forecast of more in the way of clouds and precipitation being a possibility, those should be held down and checked. And so here's what I'm calling for over the next 5 days. Basically, low to mid 90s with the hottest day looking like it'll be Friday and maybe Saturday. Again, depending on the amount of sun we see, certainly mid 90s are possible. And again, if we were to see less in the way of rainfall, more in the way of sunshine, we could expect temperatures would be quite a bit warmer than these. But again, I think this is relatively conservative. And you can see the different models here in Breckenridge. The European model gives us about 1.4 inches. The GFS 0.4 looks like the southwest part of the state, and even down towards southeast part of lower Michigan, you can see the European about 1.1 inches. the GFS about 0.95. So it looks like the Blissville Jasper area would have a pretty good chance of seeing significant rainfall here over the next 5 days. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.